Hello friends, it's me Pato, and today I bring you the first part of my one of each legion Legionary Killteam project. I'm gonna start with the Legionary Butcher as a World Eater Berserker, but as you can see I already did the general planning of which unit is going to each legion. I feel it's easier if I just mark which figure I'm going to be using first, that way I don't have to backtrack so much if I find that some pieces are not working together properly. I already have my spruce out, so it's just a matter of clipping the pieces and building the body. Since I already know that I'm building the butcher but I want to make it more corn coded, I decided to change the head of the axe for one of the egg bomb kits. While it doesn't have any corn iconography, it still looks more savage than the generic chain axe from the Legionary kit. What I do is simply press my hobby knife against the base of the axe, using some blue tack to avoid damaging the piece. I do the same with both axes, and with a little bit of sprue glue, we have a fully fledged corn chain axe. Then it's only a matter of gluing the arms and axe to the body. For more corn details, I simply use one of the spare heads from the Berserker kits and some leftover shoulder pads from the Berserker and egg bomb kits. For some extra details, I added some jewelry chain around his waist, gluing a skull to it since a butcher always carries his trophies with him. And I added some more skulls to his power pack. For added detail, I pinned the skulls to his power pad with, well, a pin. Just make a small hole with my hand drill, put some glue on it, and there it is. Now that the building is done, I can get started with the painting. As a base, I use Rhinoxide, but any dark brown will work fine. 1 or 2 coats should be enough. Once that's dry, I use corn red, again 1 or 2 coats should be fine, but I'm not being too careful since the dark undercoat should look nice. Next we start with the metallic details. I'm using Vallejo dark aluminum, but again any dark metallic should do the trick. I really like how this paint flows, making the whole process faster. I make sure to paint details on his power pack, chest and helmet, as well as the teeth and blade of the chain axe. Once that is done, I move to the infamous costume using Rune Lord brass for the iconic Berserker look. Once all that is done, I use the tried and true null oil on all the miniature. Once the wash is completely dry, I move to the next step, which is painting the skull trophies of the butcher. I use Sundry Dust, a Graxer shade, and a dry brush of Bishop the Bone for the skulls. For the eyes, I simply paint the lenses white and add a splash of bright green. Now once that the model is done, I turn to the base using a thick layer of Dryad bark as base color, a heavy dry brush of Mournfang brown, and Reikland flesh shade to bind the colors together. For the final details, I use Blood for the Blood God technical paint to add the gory details to the figure and base. I added some grass stuffs, and that is the first of the new Killteam. A Berserker butcher of corn, ready to spill blood and take skulls. I hope you liked this video. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and maybe even subscribing to the channel. Thanks for watching, and until next time, bye bye!